Hello everybody, it's Felt Buzz. I am doing an author reading for the Freewrite House and One Love YouTube little contest they've got going. There'll be a link here so that you can read that. If below this video you'll find a little link to the Freewrite House post so you can enter as well. And also there will be a link to my previous reading, which was the first 8 parts of this story. It's called NoName, and this is the first 7 parts of it. This is the next 7 parts, starting with part 8. Get it right. Not a good start, is it? Anyway, let's get to the author reading, shall we? Part 8. Cloud. I waited for a few minutes after Dirk had left the pub before slipping out of the door and joining the Saturday night crowd. I felt the box in my pocket and wondered what it might contain. Dirk's warnings about being on a watch list and not to use my home computer worried me. I felt a cloud descend and cover me. The rumours of the government crackdown on people like me had become reality. It was a dangerous time to be alive in the world. Perhaps it always had been. The cloud of worry followed me home, just as the man in the dark coat did. I wondered if he was deliberately obvious, so bad at following me that I would have to notice him, and perhaps fail to notice someone else. I decided to duck into another pub, one of my favourite haunts, conveniently located at the end of my road. The place was empty, or almost empty, which suited me just fine. It would make anyone who followed me very uncomfortable. I strode up to the bar and gave Vanessa my usual friendly smile. She didn't return it. "Hey, Nessa," I said. My voice sounded false. "What's up?" "Fuck off," Vanessa said, putting my usual pint down in front of me and walking off to the other side of the bar. I wondered what I had done. When was the last time I saw her? Last night? Yes. Now it was coming back to me. I should have seen her last night, but didn't. Chip wanted to see me and I blew her out at the last minute. I was going to call her over, but I heard the door of the bar swing open. I looked over my shoulder. The man who'd been doing such a bad job of following me was standing in the doorway. He was looking at me and did a bad job of acting like he wasn't. He pretended to look round the bar like he was searching for a friend, and then tried to casually walk to the bar. Vanessa came up to him and gave him a nice warm smile. "How can I help you, sir?" she said, her eyes sparkling. The man ordered half a lager and then pretended not to notice I was staring at him. "I wasn't born yesterday," I said. "What? I'm sorry, sir. Were you talking to me?" Part 10. "Please don't disturb the other customers, sir." Vanessa's eyes were full of spite, and she managed to make the word "sir" sound dirty. I returned her gaze, a playful smile on my lips, whilst trying to think of a witty comeback. I failed, but was saved from humiliation by the ringing of the phone. I pulled it from my pocket, turned away, aware of the 2 pairs of eyes on my back. "Hello?" It was Chip. He wanted to meet again tonight. I agreed to the time and place, aware that my phone was probably tapped, but uncertain of how to let Chip know safely. "Sorry to break up the party," I said. "I have a simply horrific schedule." Vanessa's eyes were cold, and her thin smile could have cut me in two. "I can tell you the address if you like," I said to the man, "to save you the bother of following me." He did a reasonable impression of confusion, and I shook my head and left, wondering how long he would wait before leaving his seat. The night air bit into my face as I left the pub, and I pulled my coat about me. Part 11. Gut reaction. I met Chip at the gym. I didn't bother trying to shake off the tail. Working out is not illegal. At least, not yet. And the guys on the door are kind of fussy about who they let in. Harry greeted me with a nod as I passed him. He has a neck the size of a 200-year-old oak tree. I found Chip working the weights. "Got a job for you," he said, sipping his energy drink. "It's not strictly legal. Is that going to be a problem?" I shook my head. I'd been in trouble with the government before, and my gut reaction was that this wasn't a big thing. The man following me seemed like an amateur. If I was in big trouble, they'd have sent a professional, like the last time. "This guy I know," Chip said. "He's filthy rich. He has something he wants us to go and get. It's dangerous." He stared into my eyes. "There's a big possibility you wouldn't make it back." I shrugged. My life right now, there wasn't much to come back to anyways. "I'm in," I said. "What's the plan?" Part 12. Schoolhouse. Chip either didn't know the details of the mission or he didn't want to tell me. The first thing we need to do is shake off that tail. I looked at him. You're being followed. By the amateurish way he tried to get into the building, I'm guessing he's a government new boy. They're getting desperate for recruits now, and the training isn't what it used to be. Chip had informants all over the place, and if he said the government was struggling, perhaps there was something to hope for after all. We slipped out the back way, with a couple of Chip's bodybuilding chums behind us to watch our backs and deal with anyone should they be trying to follow us. After about 10 minutes, Chip gave them a hand signal and we left them behind. We travelled on foot and on bus, and after about an hour or so, we reached a quiet suburban street. It's here. The building reminded me of a schoolhouse. My old schoolhouse, anyway. Part 13. Reincarnate. If the building reminded me of my old schoolhouse, then the man who opened the door 2 minutes after Chip had rung the bell was my headmaster Reincarnate. I almost called him Sir. It wasn't him, of course. Mr. Waghorn was long dead. But the man who answered the door was the spitting image of Waghorn, 25 years ago. He had uncombed hair greying at the temples and a wild look in his eye. His bow tie, an affection old Waghorn insisted on, was crooked. "My name is Graver," he said, offering his hand. His palm was dry and warm, and his grip was good. I found myself liking the man instantly, despite his resemblance to the headmaster I detested. Come in. Chip has told me all about you, Mr. He missed off my name, as if he couldn't quite remember it, or didn't think it was important. I hear you're quite the finder of things. I looked at Chip, and then at Graver, and nodded. Part 14. Wine. Graver waved us into his house, and into the room on the right, a sitting room. I'd never been in such an old-fashioned room. I immediately felt I'd been sucked into a period drama like the ones I used to show on TV when I was a child. "Would you like some wine?" I turned at the sound of the soft voice, thick with accent. A woman stood in the doorway, a bottle in her hand and a smile on her lips. Graver nodded. Yes, please do. Excellent work, Vanessa." I started at the name, the same as the girl in the pub who told me to fuck off not 2 hours ago. "You're not from round here," I said, accepting the glass Graver offered and watching as Vanessa poured the red liquid into it. "Well spotted, Mr. She stumbled over my name and then apparently decided it wasn't worth trying, continued. "I'm from France, of course." "France?" I said. "Didn't think they still let you lot in." So that's part 14 over. So 7 read there's parts 8 to 14. As I said, the first 7 parts are available as an author reading as well. There are a couple more parts available as I speak this that have been written. So you can expect another author reading around about the same time next week for the next parts 15 to 21, if my maths are correct, which I believe they might be. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day and I hope you enjoyed the author reading. Please check out Freewrite House and give them some love and support and enter their contests, and also support One Love DTube because they do a fantastic job of supporting us. So much love to you all. Steam on, and I do indeed love you.